Hey guys, Daily here, and welcome back to Let's Play, or welcome to my newest Let's Play, The Legend of Zelda, for 1986. Yeah, I registered. I had some technical difficulties trying to record this the first time, so let's just do this. Anyway, but I hadn't saved, so we just start right here. So yes, this is the original Legend of Zelda. And this playthrough is going to be a little different. Yep. First of the memes. Those people who know me in real life, and people who know me, socially on the internet, are aware of my vast love of cheese. Havarti, Gouda, Agent Phil Coulson. Wait. Yeah, no, I love cheese. And I do mean actual cheese, but I also love cheesing things, as anyone who witnessed my response to getting the cruciagram, or playing around with double cruciagrams in Symphony of the Night, or my happy response to the Cleve Selesh in Aria, can attest. Ha! Gotcha. Yeah, be careful that you do not kill these guys, so that the money gets stuck in the wall. The only way to get it is to stick your sword into it, and you might not be able to reach it. Those are blue Tektites, the original money spiders. Jerk. There we go. Aha! And that was the stopwatch. It freezes everything on screen. So instead of just going straight to level 1, which you totally can do, we are going to cheese the hell out of this game, and I am going to show you all the things you can get before even starting level 1 that will make this game a good deal easier. So the first thing we need is 60 rupees. Ow. Oh, man. And, 60 rupees. Ha. And hopefully some bombs. If I don't get bombs off of these jerks, I will have to buy some, and that will be sad. Luckily, of course you can block Octorok shots with your shield. Can't block Zora. That's Zora in the water. Can't block that guy's shots with your shield. Okay, I'm not going up that way because that's going to start getting into some of the nastier enemies, so we'll just head back. And I'll show you how long it takes for things to, respawn. Anyway, so I have a couple of reasons for doing this the way I'm doing this. One, this is one of my favorite games ever, and as I said, I love cheesing things, so it's nice to show off how you can just utterly break the game if you want. A lot of people don't, and that's totally cool, but yeah. The other thing is that, of course, Breath of the Wild is coming out soon, for certain values of soon. But Breath of the Wild is coming out, and Breath of the Wild is hugely inspired by this game's design, as Eiji Aonuma has said, specifically the open world design. I can literally go anywhere in the overworld right now. I may not want to. I really, really don't want to. There are places in the overworld that will kick my ass and call me Sally, if I venture into them right now. But I could. Assuming I wouldn't die, I could go straight to the final dungeon. Now, I couldn't get in there because you do have to have the 8 pieces of the Mystic MacGuffin to get in there, but I could. Okay, guys, hearts are lovely, and, heaven knows I needed them the last time I tried to record this, but I need money. Well, that was interesting. Alright. Keep going. We'll head back. Yeah. I mean, you just gotta keep killing. Really? Keep killing stuff until you get to 60 rupees. Because we need to buy a thing. Yeah, a thing. Alright. We'll head this way. There's some nice stuff this way. But, as I said, I want to show off the first game. The game with that. And I do sort of want to show off how I can do all sorts of things that in later games really would have been gated off to me. Yeah. Okay, no levers. We'll kill you guys then. We'll go back and kill the Tektites some more. Yeah, the Tektites are like your best bet for money grinding in a lot of ways. Though, you know, I mean, Octoroks aren't a problem. Just be careful and don't, you know, make sure that you aren't stabbing them when they start shooting rocks at you. Luckily, they do stop before shooting rocks at you. It's about all the tell you get in this era of the game. Alright, come on. Ha! Okay, and there we got a... There we go. That's a stopwatch. It freezes everything on screen, including that jerk of a Tektite. We'll have to come back and kill him. One of the things that happened in this game is that enemies don't respawn immediately. It's not like Symphony of the Night or some of the other Metroidvanias where you go out of the... You get knocked out the door and then everybody's back and alive again. In Zelda, it takes a little while. If you kill everybody, you know, it takes a little while, but they will eventually respawn. If you leave one guy alive, he will be the only guy there. Pretty much non-stop, you know, forever, until you kill him. So we're gonna go try those blue Octoroks again. Hopefully I can get some more rupees and actually get, say, bombs, or... Oh, man. Yeah, this place, ha! Oh, I do love those things. And, of course, we got levers. Still no bombs. But we're almost to where we can buy, you know, buy the thing we want to buy. Just keep moving. Ha! There we go. Ah, we can, in fact, buy the thing we want to buy. Well, let's do those blue Octoroks one more time. You know, if necessarily, I'll grind up an extra 20 rupees and go buy bombs, but I'd rather not do that. Sooner or later, these blue guys should drop them, and if you're doing this, I would suggest that, in fact, that's what you do. That you just keep grinding blue Octoroks until such time as they give you what you want. But, you know, since this is a Let's Play, and, you know, I'd like not to be here for half an hour grinding blue Octoroks, we won't do that. Alright, so we come this way. Kill these guys. Blue Octoroks have a much higher chance of dropping bombs. They're certainly not guaranteed, as we've seen. And I guess that red Octoroks can drop bombs, but it doesn't happen very often. So, you know. If you want bombs, kill blue Octoroks. If you want hearts, you're better off killing red Octoroks. Ooh, more money. Good, good. Alright. So, we pick up the blue candle. And one of the other things we're going to get is that magic shield. But we're not going to get it here. One of the fun things about this game, that didn't really happen in any of the later ones, is that you can shop around. Different shops will have different items, but they will also have them for different prices. So we have our first item, the blue candle. There we go. Come on. Everybody die. Don't bother trying to kill the Zora. He takes 2 hits, and since he gets his health back every time he goes underwater, you can't kill him right now. Okay, so we have the blue candle. It burns things, but it can only be used once per screen. And here we have a secret to everybody. This game suffers not so much from bad translation as from the fact that it really, really didn't have the, it didn't have the memory space of... This is actually not that expensive. That's the cheapest you can find the magical shield, so we'll be back here. It didn't have the memory space, and of course, you know, it was trying to use the Western alphabet to fit things into spaces originally filled by kana and kanji. Japanese is a much more compact written language. And that was our first heart container. You're gonna want these. They're very, very nice. Ow, jerk. Just keep going. Ha! And these guys often have, reasonable amounts of rupees. And we're gonna come in here. And another secret to everybody. So, yeah, what that is the best translation they could fit in the space of a traditional bribery script, which is more like, please overlook it just this once. So yeah, basically you have found a moblin that doesn't want to fight, and he's giving you money to make you go away. You can find a guy who is very much a reference to that in Link Between Worlds, though it's a little different. But yes. And of course, there's the moblin in Minish Cap, of course, in Percy's house, who gave you money to go away. And ha! There we go. Oh, of course. Jerk. Yeah, one of the problems with those guys is that they are a pain in the tail. So, I'm gonna come in here. And we're going to pick up bombs, because as I said, you don't want to watch me grind for them. We're at 10 minutes already. Now let's kill you. Aha! Okay, that's nice. So, what I'm doing here is basically I'm going to go around and visit a bunch of secrets to everybody, get a bunch of heart containers, and the secrets to everybody will get us that lovely magical shield and the blue ring. You want the blue ring. I mean, you don't need it right now. You won't need it for much longer, but it, much like the blue mail in Link to the Past, it ups your defense. Good grief. Okay, but that's okay, because we're gonna go in. Would help if I went to my bombs, wouldn't it? Yeah. Alright, but we're gonna, keep... One of the nice things is, you want to have a non-consumable B item. Yeah, it doesn't heal you up like in later games, but it's, better than nothing. Let's see. And there are only, 2 or 3 fairy fountains in this game, total. And we could die. If we do, I'll show you what happens. We really, really could die. I mean, it's not a huge deal if we do. And in fact, it'll help us out a little. Though I'd rather not do it just yet. Okay, so another secret to everybody. Now, one of the cool things about P-hats is that if you kill them, they have a much higher chance of dropping, hearts. Oh, please, come on. And I died. Okay, well, that's alright. We got a couple of other things. We're gonna continue, and it drops us back here, with only 3 hearts. But still, that's not bad. So, let's go this way. We can get some more money, and get something much more important. Because part of the reason I go this way isn't just for the extremely lucrative tektites and, the blue octoroks that have bombs. There is something important right here for our cheesing. Ugh. I promise I do not usually suck this much. It's just kind of been a morning. So, here we go. Yeah, I know this one's been delayed a little, but on top of, we had some nasty, nasty storms here that, the last thing I want to do is be recording and have the power go out. So, there was that. Plus, okay, I played through another Metroid 2 remake. Finally beat it for the first time, so you guys will almost certainly get to see that eventually. But we'll deal with that when it comes. So, I thought that one was... Is it this one? I could have sworn it was, or is it this one? There we go. Yeah, I don't remember necessarily where exactly all of them are. So yeah, that's 100. That's pretty nice. So, okay. Ow. Yeah, meet the moblins. They're a pain. Okay, and now I get bombs. Yeah, why does that always happen? But if you come this way, you know, we're back up here. You know, where we were before, so there's a couple of other things. Dang it. Okay, the thing I would normally go for. Hold that thought. I think there is actually... Yeah, normally there's another 100 that I go for, but if I get that, that'll put me over cap by a fairly significant amount, in fact. Let's see, do I have it? No, I do not have it. Well then, we can do this. Ow, just die. Yeah, these guys are really tough right now, but I do sort of want to, you know, deal with these guys. And of course, these Armos Knights, yeah, that's what they are. Now, as you can see, their arrows won't go through your shield, just don't be stabbing when they fire. There we go. So, now we're gonna get that guy. Yeah, Armos Knights can be either fast or slow. Okay, so that takes us to 220. We need another 30, actually. Let's see, I don't actually remember. Okay. There's a 10 in here, if I remember correctly. Yep. Ow. Jerk. So, yep. Yeah, we need a full 250 bucks to get the blue ring. And yeah, I'm not messing with him. We're gonna come down here. I'm actually going to maybe do something else here. Let's go in here and see what we've got. Nope. Nope. Yeah, there's merchants all over the map, and sometimes they have money, and sometimes they don't. And honestly, at this point, dying would almost... I'm seriously considering dying because it would actually get me a little closer to what I want to do. But, yeah. So... yeah, actually, I'm gonna do that. Okay. So, I promise, this bit is I'm not being pants. Really. Yeah, okay, and another one. Alright, it's a secret to everybody. There are, letting you know, there are $550 worth of rupees on the map right now. So we're gonna just kill things until we die, and then, you know, go get the blue ring. And then I think, normally I would go get the, well, there's still one other thing I have to do, so maybe I will do that. Let's see. Yep. And there's a secret to everybody in there, but it's 30, and as I said, we've only got 15 more rupees for the level cap. So we don't want to risk that. So we'll just keep killing things. Jerk. Until, you know, we can get the blue ring, which is pretty close. And then I'll go get, well, that was really... that didn't last long, did it? Ouch, dang it. Okay, let's see. And there we go. The hearts are nice. Alright, ignore you. Normally I would have gotten the level 2 sword, which I'm going to get before we do anything else. I would have gotten that by now. But, you know. Come on, guys. I just need some rupees. You're gonna be pains in my neck, aren't you? Fine, I know where there is another 10. Just watch out for the moblins. Yeah, this is why I said, you know, you don't want... there are a lot of places you may not want to go, but by Jove, you can go there. So, yeah. So, be careful. As long as you're careful, actually, as you can see. There we go. Okay, now if I'm right, it should be that one. Ow. Ow. Alright. Yep, here we are. And this guy is just a 10. So, we have exactly what we need. Let's wholetail out of here. Yeah, this is going to be kind of a long episode, and 90% of it is not going to be dungeon. That's okay. I hope, anyway. I mean, like I said, this is cheesing. But yeah, I have a history with this game. As I've said in several previous LPs, this is the first Zelda game. This is the first Nintendo game I ever played. Not the first video game, but the first Nintendo game. Yeah, let's not deal with them. Now, Armos guys can be either fast or slow, and it's random what they're going to be when they spawn in. You can load any time, dude. Yes, this is really expensive. Yes, yes it is. So now we have the blue ring. And as you can see, it changes... Yeah, see, now he's fast. It changes Link's color to blue. And we are... So, we're blue. Now we take half as much damage, just like the blue male. And that can be very, very useful. I don't think the balance... One of the things I think, they had to learn to do much later was figure out the balance, some of the balance. Because you can get this now, though, most people won't get it for a while because you've got to get 250 rupees. But you can get this now, and the only place you can get the next defense upgrade is the final dungeon, which you cannot go to until you've beaten all the others, despite, every other dungeon can be done in any order. I will do them in what is close to the manufacturer's recommended order, but there is one that will not be that way, and you know why. You know why, viewers. Sorry. But no, you may not know why. I mean, I assume if you're watching this, you may never have played this game. Lots of modern gamers haven't, and I don't blame them. It's a good game for its time, but it doesn't really hold up the way, the way Super Mario even did. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm very... Ha! Nice! P-hats have a really strong tendency to drop hearts. Though never when you want them to. At least in my opinion. Ow. Jerk. But yeah, see? That hit from the Tektite, which would have taken a lot of my health off? Not anymore. So, we'll keep going. First, we're gonna come this way. And, we come up here, as we were trying to do when we were so rudely interrupted. And we get the letter. That'll let us buy medicine, but that can wait. So, now there are, as I said, oh, one of the other things is, the thing is, you know how I got hit, but it didn't make any visible difference? If I'd gotten hit again, it would have taken a half heart off, because the thing does track damage in increments smaller than it will show. So we've got another secret to everybody. This is the last one. And now we're going to go get... I will get the magic shield, basically at the very beginning of the next episode. Because what I'm going to do is we're going to go get the... or the magical shield. Or actually... Nah. No, there isn't. It'll be more convenient to... Jerk. It'll be more convenient to jerk. It'll be more convenient just to do the dungeon. You don't need it aside from the final boss, and even you don't need it. Especially not with what I'm going to do. So... Alright, so we come up here. Right. And that guy is a Lionel. Yeah, those are the guys on Death Mountain in Link to the Past that have their lion centaurs. It's almost impossible to tell that they have lion's heads, given the graphical limitations. But now we have the white sword, which hits twice as hard as the wooden sword that we had. And that's very nice. Come on, guys. Stop annoying me. I hate Tektites. they move around so erratically. So you can kill Zoras now, though again, most of the time it's not worth it unless you just want to stop them from shooting at you. Around here, it's definitely not worth it. And the thing is, with this game, you know, a lot of the things, they really expected you to explore to find stuff. Actually, you know what? We are so close. I'm just gonna go get the magical shield. Because literally, you know, look how close we are. That's actually a thing with this game, is that, you know, everything is right next to everything else. It doesn't... The overworld was sprawling for its time. And now we have a magical shield. That will reflect most... That will reflect, like, Zora's energy balls. It will reflect the energy balls spouted by the dungeon's boss. And I'm gonna kill you guys for fun and profit. Mostly profit. And then we come up here, and yeah. Here's the first dungeon. So, let's go inside. Okay. So, first of all, might as well go left. As you can see, it just says level 1. This one is pretty much, you will find this one immediately. It's really hard to miss. And we get a key. You can actually, if you enter and then leave and then come back, that locked door up at the top will open itself. But it's really not worth it, in my opinion. We're going to end up with such a key surplus anyway. And of course, meet the Stolfos. Yes, this is their humble beginnings. They're not particularly dangerous here. Just stay out of their way. So we get the key, and more Stolfos. They drop fairly nice, you know, they have a pretty good drop rate, so to speak. And, you know, especially if you've got sword beams, you don't have to worry too much. Now, if you have bombs, you can bomb through the ceiling of this room, or the one we just left, and, you know, go up to the next part of the dungeon without having to go through another key door. I'm going to show everything. Like I said, we're going to wind up with such a surplus of keys due to a trick I do usually do in the next dungeon that, I want to show everything off. So I might as well. Okay, now these guys are gel. They're like keys. They never drop anything. But, you know, they die pretty fast. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. I'm fairly sure that refers to this dungeon. You see with the compass, which of course we picked up, in this game it only shows you where the Triforce is. And that, of course, is the map. Yes, it is the letter sprite, only recolored. Remember, this game did not have a lot of memory. So yes, here is our dungeon, and it is called Eagle, because it looks a little like a stylized eagle. And the Eastmost Peninsula, I think, is that wing out there where the Triforce is. Or it could mean the Eastmost Peninsula of the overworld, because there is something over there, too. In fact, we've been there. It's where but I suspect what he meant is this dungeon, because that's where you find the Triforce. Because you might not have found the compass. It was certainly not... I did have to go out of my way for it. So. And those are traps. You know them. And, like, unlike other dungeons, you have, instead of, you know, your map changing color or something like that to show which rooms you visited, in this one you have two maps. The dungeon map and the map of where you've been. And you have the map of where you've been as soon as you enter the dungeon. It shows you. Which, again, was fairly useful for exploring. And so now we have the bow. We do not have any arrows, and so cannot use the bow. Some of you may remember that in this game, arrows are not a consumable. That didn't happen until Link to the Past. In this game, arrows are rupees. every time you shoot an arrow, you get a rupee. So yeah, if you bomb up from the compass room, you can save 2 whole keys, but, you know, we're fine. We'll save a lot of keys in the... And now we have the boomerang. And in case any of you modern Zelda players wonder why some of us oldsters get a little tetchy when there's no boomerang, this is why. The boomerang was the most important B item in this game. It could, of course, you know, retrieve things for you, and with your limited foot speed, that was important. It could stun enemies, which was also important, especially with your limited foot speed. You know what? I'm actually going to go back out and come back in so I can kill all the Wall Masters. Because they have some pretty nice drops if you don't have to worry about getting grabbed by them. You might as well farm them for drops until they stop coming. And of course, yes, if they grab you, they will take you back to the front of the dungeon. But they're all dead. So yeah, that noise you're hearing, that's the boss. Meet Aquamentus. And at this point in time, he's sort of a joke because of all the prep we did. Yeah. 3 hits with the white sword and he dies. And your magical shield blocks all of his things, blocks all of his projectiles, and if you're full up on life, you can just shoot him from afar. Yeah, so cheese. And so, we have finished up, so I am going to end the episode here. That was about half an hour. So, like I said, this is probably longer than some of the later episodes will be. But thank you for joining me for Let's Play The Legend of Zelda, and I will see you next time. Have a great evening. Goodbye.